unique honor to introduce David Banks, the Chancellor of the New York City Department of Education, the largest school district in the nation with over 1 million students. And in fact, I was Googling this before I came up, Chancellor. Denver only has 700,000 people. You have more students than we have people in our city. I think our new mayor was probably jealous, I don't know. The Chancellor was appointed on January 1st, 2022. He is the former president and CEO of the Eagle Academy Foundation and the founding principal of the Eagle Academy for Young Men, the first school in a network of innovative all-boys public schools in New York City and Newark, New Jersey. David is a lifelong New Yorker, born in Brooklyn, and a proud graduate of New York City public schools. It tells you, when you follow a path, almost like an apprentice, that you can end up being the chancellor of the largest district in the country. In the Chancellor's State of the School speech in late September, he explained that the mission of the administration, among many things, is to ensure that each student graduates on a pathway to a rewarding career and a long-term economic security and is equipped to be a positive force for change. The nuance in what that means, pathways to opportunity to careers, is and can be transformational. This is the first place in the country where it's been happening at scale, and if it wasn't for you, Chancellor, this wouldn't have been possible. Your partnership with CareerWise and the CEO Jobs Council is leading the nation in one of the largest expansions of youth apprenticeship in our country. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for assembling an extraordinary team led by Jade Greaves, Chief of Student Pathways, for making this work possible. Ladies and gentlemen, Chancellor David Banks.
Thank you, Noel, thank you. And welcome to New York for those of you who are here for the very first time. Let me just see your hands again for those who are, so listen, when this is over, make sure you get around Times Square, move around the city, have a good time. You know where I'm coming from right now? I just left watching Hamilton. Amazing. It was hard, no, I gotta tell you, to pull me away. The show is still going on. In fact, when I'm done, I'm going back over to the show. We had, I think, over 600 of our students are in that theater right now watching the show. It's amazing. And for those of you who have never had an opportunity to see Hamilton, at some point you've got to see it. It is the quintessential American story. It is the great, I think the greatest Broadway show that I certainly have ever seen. It's wonderful and amazing. And I'm gonna tell you how I think it connects to everything that we're doing here and what this work is really all about. But first of all, let me just again thank Noel, not just for the introduction, but for the work that he's doing at CareerWise USA and the great work that they are doing. Noel, thank you so much, and for inviting me and for just leading so much in this work as well. I want to give you a big round of applause. Kirsten Barnett, the New York City Jobs Council. Kirsten, thank you so much for all that you're doing. Jamie Dimon, who is not here, she's kind of busy, running JP Morgan Chase, but his personal involvement in this space has meant the world to us, because to get an industry titan like that to say this work is critically important, and I'm gonna put the resources of our company behind it, and the influence, his personal influence behind it has made all the difference in the world for us. And I wanna acknowledge him even though he's not here, but he will be here? Oh, great. So I may miss him, but you all tell him that I asked for him and I said thank you. But his other half is here, Judy Dimon. Judy, thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, as soon as I became chancellor, one of the first people that I met with was Judy Dimon, who has such a deep interest. This is her work, and she gets it about why you have to reimagine the whole school experience to help kids understand how to make the connection to the real world. And that's not just a feel-good thing to do. Industry needs these young people, and they need them to be developed. We have to cultivate their talent and their brilliance. The young people need these jobs and opportunities in all these emerging industries that are happening at rapid pace before our eyes every single day. And connecting those dots is where the success of our nation lies. And Judy gets that. She was so inspiring to me as I met her, and she laid out that vision, and it just helped to elevate what I had already been thinking about. But Judy, your personal example also for me means the world, and it's going to transform the lives of so many kids. And I want to personally just thank you so very, very much. A couple of things. The slogan that I use at our schools, for our school system, is bright starts and bold futures. So if you don't remember anything else, you can kind of remember that's our tagline. Bright starts and bold futures. The bright starts is the work around reading. And you need to get that because it connects to everything we talk about bold futures, which is the reason why we're here today, this career pathways work. So, bright starts. 51% of the kids in New York City, right, as I became chancellor, were not reading on grade level. Think about that. 64% of black kids. 63% of Latino kids fundamentally cannot read. It is a vast undertaking to think that we're going to put them in a position to have a bold future and career opportunities in industry if we haven't even done the most basic thing, which is to ensure a solid literacy foundation for them at the very earliest ages. All of the research tells us, right? Kids can't read by the third grade, it's an uphill battle. So my goal has been to get it right at the earliest ages. And I've recognized that it's not just a New York City issue, it's in fact a national issue. I don't know if anybody here is from Philadelphia, but the city of Philadelphia, 66% of the kids in the city of Philadelphia do not read on grade level. And it gets worse. Right here in New York State, Rochester, 81% of the kids in Rochester don't read on grade level. 80% in the city of Chicago. 91% of the kids in the city of Detroit. Just let your mind just sit with that for a moment. 91% of the kids in any city who do not even read on grade level. You could get those same results if kids never even went to school. You don't even need a school system if those are the kinds of results that we're going to produce. So we have to be about recommitting ourselves to a solid literacy foundation. Because what I have recognized very clearly, it's not the kids' fault. It's not their parents' fault. And watch this, it's not even the teachers' fault. We gave the teachers all across America the wrong script on how to read because it wasn't always this bad. And we're taking it back to the old school here in New York. We'll make sure all of our kids get hooked on phonics and that they learn how to decode words, and so that every single child will be connected to what we call the science of reading. And it's happening in different parts of the country, but the eyes of the nation are really on what we're doing here in New York because the system is just so large. If we can get it right here, and we will, it'll be a beacon and a blueprint really for the rest of the nation. There's no reason why every school system across America is not ensuring that our kids can at the very least read. Why else do we exist as school systems if we can't even ensure that? So that's a body of work that we are committed to. So as that work is happening, we are reimagining the school experience for our kids. We don't want them to simply think that school is just what happens within the four walls of the building. There are issues that are happening all around our world every single day. There's the existential threat of climate change, the proliferation of guns around the nation, huge migrations of people, immigration issues that we're facing right here in New York City, major challenges in terms of the migrant crisis for us. But all of these are all teachable moments also for kids and for school systems. And for too many of our schools, they're not doing this because we've not given kids the opportunity to reimagine the real experience. The person that is leading this work for us to create career pathways work. It's an amazing body of work, is Jade Grieve. Jade, if you just stand, I want everybody to just see you here. And if you've not met Jade, please take a moment to meet her. Jade is wonderful and amazing. We are committed to this body of work around career pathways, creating real opportunities for kids. We've got a plan in place called 30 by 30, which means we want to have 30,000 students in modern youth apprenticeship programs. For us, those are paid internship opportunities so that kids understand what the real world looks like while they're still in school, so they can make those larger, deeper, broader connections and help them to fully reimagine what a school experience is all about. We will get there by working together. I thank all of you for being here. I thank you all for the work that you're also leaning into. And I think if we all continue to work together, the best is yet to come. Thank you so very much, everybody.